Okay guys, like now we'll see another built-in module which is called path and which is also very useful. So suppose here I'll say constant, then say path equals to require path. So same way we are not installing or doing anything because path is built-in module. So the first property, and which is I think very useful, we can say concept equals to sep stand for separator, and we'll say path dot sep. And now here I'll just print it console.log sep, and here I go node app.js. So you can see I got a separator like this. So you'll be wondering what. So it's showing you the separator means the separator used in your file structure or in your path. So you can see we in Windows I am using backslash, and if you are in like Linux or Mac, it will be like this /. So you can see here e my drive, then it's a backslash. So it's showing you on what system what separator is being used. So here also we can see it's a backslash, and now this is a /. When you write in website or somewhere else, so it tells you like what type of separator is using in the website, sorry, in the your operating system. So currently my operating system supports backslash. Now the next we'll see. Before that, let me add some files. So here I can delete this I have just made in the starting. Now here I'll make a folder, say content. Inside content I'll make another subfolder, file. Inside file I'll make a file, say test.txt. okay guys, so and here I'll say text, like it's normal a file. We won't read and play with that because this tutorial is for path, how can we get path and all that stuff. So now here we'll say constant file path equals to, now I can say path dot join. So now I'll say where the files are. So firstly it's in the content, so I'll say backslash content. After that, inside that there is a folder called file, firstly content, after that there is a folder called file, again comma, then there is a file called test.txt. now I'll just console the file path, save it. Now if I do, you can see I got your file is in the content slash file like backslash file slash txt. I don't have to write like my own self, it just making for me only joining. If I put double slash here, now I show, now it's a backslash, then content, then backslash file, then test.txt, because here you should need, if you are like Linux or Mac, you can just do like /, but in Windows you have to do like this. Okay guys, now suppose you want to absolute path. Absolute path is like from the starting, like from the drive path, like this, in the drive, then in the folder, then what, here it's just showing me inside this particular folder. So we'll say constant abs. So basically abs means absolute path. We'll say path dot absolute and sorry guys, path dot, sorry, it's called resolve to get the absolute path. Then we'll say here dash directory name. So directory name I have like already told you before only what's the how's the directory name. You will get the current directory name. Then we'll say content, then we'll say we have a file, then I'll say we have text.txt. okay, it's called test. Here also it's called test. test.txt. Now save it. Now I'll just console both the values, console.log abs. I'll save it. Now if I go and print this part, so you can see now I'm getting the whole path, which is called Nodejs tutorial. Oh sorry, I made it a string. I'll just remove the string firstly. Yeah, now if I go and print it, you can see it's showing me, okay, you are in the Nodejs tutorial content file test.txt. So whatever file is there, it's just showing me. Suppose I want to get the file name, so I'll say constant base name equals to, I'll say path dot base name, and here I'll give the abs. So abs has got this whole path of the file. Now I'll console.log base name. So I mean, why this, if you're wondering why this is used, we can just directly, suppose we can just directly say like in content slash I have a file, then I have a, like this. So as I told you, different like if you are deploying it, they may support using Linux, and you are doing on Windows. So Windows you will do like this, but like this, but in Linux it should be like this. So with the help of path.join, we'll just directly say, okay, join these paths, and so whatever OS you'll go, it will do it depending on the OS. So that's why this path is used. Now if I print it, console.log base, okay, I got a rat. Yeah, now I'll save it again. Done. So we can see we got the file name, which is path base.name. Now we'll just pass it. So we'll say const passed, we'll say path dot pass. Here we'll give the base name. Now here we'll console.log passed. Now if I run it again, you can see now it's showing you the whole data. Root currently, maybe in Linux it will show you, but here not showing, or maybe something else. Then there is a directory, then the base test.txt, extension of the file is ext, name of the file is test. And you can get it directly also. Suppose you'll say const extension equals to path dot extension name, and now here we'll give the abs. So abs absolute path. Now we'll say console.log, we'll say extension. Now if I print it, you can see we got the extension is .txt. Now if you want the directory name, so we'll say const directory name, then here we'll say path dot directory name, and here again we'll give the abs console.log. Now we can get the directory. Now if I just run it, now you can see we getting the directory name. So it's in the Nodejs tutorial content file, and you can see Nodejs, there is a file folder. Inside file folder we have that. So this is also you can do. These stuff like are more helpful when you are dealing a lot with like files, and we'll study file, how to like play with the files. Then we can also do, suppose we can say constant, we can say what, I'll take the variable name. So I'll say like resolved. So if I just suppose I am copying this whole path, and I think it's copied. Yeah, and it is not in the correct structure. Suppose there are 2 slashes here like this, you have a lot of slash and dot dot, maybe like, which is not correct. Okay, so you'll say console.log resolved. if I print it, you can see it's just totally making path.post where I'm using that. Cannot find. Okay, whatever it is, I don't know why is this error, because of this only. So we want to resolve this, so we'll say path dot resolve, and here we'll just capture whole directory in this part. Now I think dot won't work here. Okay, let's just save it. So now we'll get the resolve path where it's showing error. I think let me just check whether the errors is coming from here only. Yeah, save it. So it's somewhere else the error is coming. Where I am using anything else. Okay, how come this thing came here? Yeah, by VS Code automatically writes stuff which thing he needs. So yeah, so save it. So see, we got the now resolved form. Now you can see we got a space in test docs.txt, and because I think the file is a forward slash, let me put like this. Now if I try to print, now you can see now it's in a resolved form, and you can see the condition of it. I was writing so much, but still it resolved it. But what if I just say dot, if I now say resolve, you can see we are getting Node.js tutorial. Why? Because basically you can say directory name also, but dot also specified the current directory. So that why when we are requiring files, we were saying dot slash, so that means in the current directory. So we can just do like this also, but if you directory console this, you will get a dot only. See, but I have put in a resolve, you can see I got a dot, but you have put in the resolve, so it will give you the resolve like the where your data, like your file is. So yeah, so this is all about path in your Node.js.